Welcome to the Empire Elixir Chronicle, where we will demystify, destroy the myth in order to grow our business, especially if you are a coach, a creator, a writer who want to build a six-figure empire and quit the 9 to 5 job, or you already quit but you really want to scale your business. And especially if you are thinking, okay, maybe I am guilty. I am thinking that in order to have a lot of money, I need to have a huge audience, and I can feel like it's not true. And I want to talk about that because people are thinking in order to make a ton of money and to already gain 10K or more, you need to have a huge audience, and I feel like it's not true. And I feel like it puts so much pressure to the people to try to mimic other people and don't be authentic. And I know that it can be difficult for you to say, okay, yes, I am guilty. I think about that, and you are not alone because I was the same thing. I know that I am not the only one when I start my business thinking that it will be so easy to sell if I have a huge audience, and I was so desperate, and I did all the trend people telling me to do, all the strategy, and also especially on Instagram I was doing follow and follow. I was trying to mimic other creators that I like because I was thinking, okay, if it's working for them, it will work for me. And I know that I am not the one to do it, to did that. So I feel like if you are still doing that, you are not alone. It's not the place to judge. As you can hear with my voice, I am French, so it's for that I write. So you can see like the place that I doing the record is really different when I write, because I really want that you have an extra value when I create content. So the first thing that I want to talk about, that when you are in this place that you are thinking, okay, I need to have a huge audience in order to sell my offer. First of all, you are in the race of subscriber or to have more followers, and this can lead to have pressure. What this means is you are thinking, okay, in order to make a living, I need to have more followers. So what you will do the strategy that people to do, which is, for example, to send call DM, call message, or to do follow and follow, or to go to the Facebook group and ask people to follow you back, and they follow you back and you give a follow, and after you try to comment, something like that. So I think it's called engagement group. But the problem with that is you are hurting your account, and also you have a bunch of people which is connecting with your account but don't connect really with your content. So when you will try to monetize your offer or your ebook or whatever you want, it will be so difficult because people don't care about your offer, because you just focus about the follower and not about the people who already engage and love your content, and try to communicate with them. The second thing is what I say in my introduction, is to mimic other people. And I was guilty of that. I was thinking, okay, if I do this imitation of this creator, I will have more engagement, more people love my work and everything, but it's not true. And I can see that also with my clients who doing the same thing, and I say you need to stop to look other people, because what I say and I tell to myself is, why people will buy from you if you are not the original? If people have the money to buy the original, why they will buy the copy? And this one is very important, because when you are mimic other people in your content, you will see that you will attract people who are so demanding or are not self leader. What is mean is they want that you save them. They always complain. They always ask you questions, but not questions that you love. It's a question that, are you sure that is the right way? Because I see this creator doing this, and maybe you need to change something, or they will criticize everything that you do because it's not of the place of love. And I know that sometimes you want to have money, we're thinking, okay, maybe if I have this money, it's good because I can live my 9 to 5 that I hate, and I can live the life that I want. But the main problem when you're doing that is, I can tell you, when you work with a client who is not aligned, don't follow your value, don't love what you are doing, the money is not enough. You will be like, oh my god, I hope that is almost over. She takes too much time with me. The price that I put is not right. I need to increase my price. This one is really important. The last thing that we can say also is, we were wearing the perfection mask. What is mean is, you are not yourself. You are putting a facade just to have people coming to your work. So you are thinking, okay, if I mimic this creator, she's behaves this way. She have a ton of sassiness, or maybe she wears this clothes. So maybe I need to wear these clothes in order to attract more people. I need to change my tone. I need, for example, if you are introvert like me, you need to be maybe more extravert. So you are changing your personality just for the money. And I feel like right now we are in the world that we can choose where we want. And I feel like in order to have the business what we want, that we are aligned, and what we dream about when we want to quit our 9 to 5, I feel like we want to have people really really love our work. And for that, we need to be more authentic and less focus on the data, and less focus on the vanity data, which is to have more followers, because follower is good. It's good for our ego. We are thinking, okay, yes, it's cool, people are following me, but people who really love your work and follow whatever you are doing in any platform is very few. And for me, it's like, I try to really create content to create a community who really love my work and follow me whatever I go. And they love the way that I sing, they love the way that I speak, even is French, is with a French accent. So this one is very important to notice about. So what is the difference, what I see when you have a big audience and when you have a small audience? I feel like what is very important is, when you have a big audience, you can think, oh, it's cool, she have a lot of followers, it's so easy for her, and it's not true. To have a big audience, you have already a decrease of engagement, especially if you don't work to communicate with your dream client, and you didn't do the work, which is mean, okay, I will try to create really a community which is aligned with my value, and stop to focus on the data, on the statistic. So what is very important is, when you have a big audience and you're struggling to sell, is because you don't have the link between your message and your follower. What is mean is really to understand that to have a huge follower is not the magic pill in order to have a huge launch, a huge sale. And we can see that with Kylie Jenner, which is, if you don't know her, it's an influencer. She's part of the family of Kardashian. Kylie, she wants to rebrand her makeup line, and the problem is, I feel like there's a disconnection between her audience and what she wants to do. The problem is that she's not like when she started. When she started, she was always on Snapchat, and she was doing a lot of snap. She was connected with her community, and when she's doing a post, she sold out so much small business. Why now people are not really with her because of what is happening? There are a lot of inflation, and also she is not anymore on Snapchat or on TikTok, on Instagram. She's doing some posts, but she's trying to have more private life, so it means that she don't post anymore like she used to be. In contrast, when you look at Rihanna and Selena Gomez cosmetic brand, which is hair beauty and Fenty Beauty, what is very interesting for them because they have a huge audience, they really have an engaged community. They already, for example, understand the market and what people need. And what is very important, they use their cosmetics. They do in live to explain what is the makeup routine, what she use, and people love that. And what is very good is they understand their community. So you can see the difference between when you have a huge follower but you don't engage with the community, and the other, when you have a follower and you engage and you care about your community, you can have a lot of success. But it doesn't mean when you have a small audience you don't have sale. That is not true. There are a lot of coaches who have less than 10,000 followers, less than 1,000 followers, who make at least 5K per month. Why? Because they are so connected to their community. They understand so well their dream client that they sell every day. And this one is very important because this one is my job. I help women to build their empire using their story in order to grow their online business. Coach to have a new standard of 10K months, and my client have less than 10,000 followers, but she making a lot of money. Why? Because she's care about their audience. They want that, okay, you try that, but my way is the best for you because I have the best solution for you. And they care, so they talk the same language. And this one is very important because they stop to follow the trend, the tweaks and tricks, the overnight success, and they really understand that, okay, in order to build my six-figure empire, I need to have the good foundation, which is understand my audience, stop to looking the external validation, and also, which is very important, believe that it's possible for me. So how to apply in my business when I have a small audience? So the first thing that is very important, and I think I already say that, is the mindset and the energy. You need to believe that your solution is the best thing in the world for your dream client. This one is very important. I know that sometimes you are like, oh, I am not enough. Why people will buy this price? Oh my God, there are so much coach in my niche. What I need to do in order to differentiate, I feel like it's the wrong way. I feel like the best way to do it is really to understand, okay, what is my dream client and why my transformation is the best, and what is my story in order to show my dream client that I am the best one. And this one is very important. And you don't have any more competition because you are just competing with yourself. So this one is very important. The second thing that is very important is to understand your dream clients. And so much people just do surface level. They just say, okay, my ideal client is just a woman who is working and blah blah blah. She earns this money, and I feel like it's so surface level, and it's for that you feel inspired when you created content. And this one is very important to understand what is your dream client, especially if you want to sell your offer. This one is very important for me, and I teach that with my clients, which is what is your dream client. And in order to know what is your dream client is understand who you are, and a lot of coaches don't know who they are, and this one is very important. And really to be specific to one person. I know that we want to save the world, but when you save the world, you attract a lot of people who don't want to be saved but just want to complain. The third point that you need to do is to embody your transformation. So much people don't believe that their transformation is the best thing for their dream client because they compare themselves, they feel that they are not enough, they want to control everything, they are they are people pleaser, they want everything is perfect, and this one is not good. You really need to understand that people don't want perfection. People want people who is real and really care about them and see them and see the potential. So you need to embrace your transformation. You need to say, okay, what is my transformation? I believe that. And you need to breathe your transformation the morning, the lunch, and when you are sleeping. And after is your offer. What is can create my offer can be so sexy, so juicy, so magnetic that my client will buy. And when I say your dream client, and this one is very important, you need to have an offer that people tell you, oh, I want to work with you. And you can talk about that really is very important. So to conclude this first chronique, what is very important that I want to say is when you have a huge audience doesn't mean that you will have a big sale. That is not true. There are a lot of influencers who struggle right now to have a sale or to really fall in love what they are doing, and there are a lot of people are quitting right now because they are thinking, okay, I have this huge amount of followers, but I need to still working on my 9 to 5, because they don't understand that follower doesn't mean to have sale. You need to have an engaged community, and it's taking time. But what is beautiful is when you are taking time, you are talking your truth. There are more and more people who discover you, and you will attract your dream client who are ready to buy, who follow you on any platform that you are doing. And this one is very important. I feel like you need to stop to believe overnight success and really determine what is your own success. People are just focusing on the end result, which is to build a 6-figure business, but they don't enjoy the journey. And I feel like you need to be proud of what you are becoming, the journey that every day you are working through to make your dream true. You are doing sacrifice, and also what is very important, you enjoy the process. And if you don't enjoy the process and you lost the power to fall in love with you and fall in love in your business, you need to understand why before to rush to have so many subscribers into your world, because people will ask you why you start at the beginning. And for me, just to focus about the money is not enough. You need to understand why you start at the beginning. For me, it was to, of course, to have the money, but to have the freedom to work whatever I want, to be my own boss, to have time to spend with my money, to spoil my sister, my brother, to have the possibility to do everything that I want without to have the money problem, and to also have someday if I don't want to work, I will not feel guilty, I will not be stressed because I don't earn money, something like that. So you need to understand your why, because with your why, with your story, you will attract your dream client, and you will don't care anymore about I need to have a huge follower, because following will come. I can guarantee you, even if it takes time, it will come. But you need to understand that you want to have the right audience to support your work. So I hope that you love this episode, and thank you so much. See you, and don't forget to be your own tool.